Morning! Prepare your 158 unit here at Motherwell. From called in time for the 647 departure from Whifflet. Depart here when ready, press F1 for more info. Before the Whifflet Line was electrified in 2014, ScotRail ran sprinters on a twice-hourly topic service from Whifflet to Glasgow Central. Started 158 unit from called at Motherwell before heading empty to Whifflet in time for the 607 service at Glasgow. It says in 2009, so stopping at all stations to Glasgow Central. Maximum speed is 90, decimal for Glasgow is 124. So first of all, start unit from call, start instrument lights, master key, reverse to neutral. Dairy off, headlights to marker, tail lights off, and start the engine. Okay, now that the engines have started, we are building air pressure in the brake cylinders and the main reservoir. To increase this, we can go over here and press compressor speed up. This will increase the RPM in the engine and build up pressure quicker. So we can get moving when we've got 6.5 bar of main reservoir pressure. Okay, now that we've reached 6.5 bar on the main reservoir, we can just turn compressor speed up off. Get our engine RPM back to normal. Oh, and we can now depart towards Whifflet. Departing Motherwell, the speed limit is 5 miles an hour. And I'm doing 6. Speed limit is 5 miles an hour, and we have about 4.5 miles to Whifflet. So each unit in the Wickham timetable, it went from Whifflet Bridge siding, wherever that is, to Whifflet and then Whifflet to Glasgow Central. So I took a bit of a creative license and made the train start from Motherwell Station instead of where it actually started. So from Motherwell we will be going right towards Moss End, straight through Moss End towards Whifflet, and then left through Mount Vernon, joining up with the West Coast Main Line near Rutherglen, and then into Glasgow Central. And we're also in a First ScotRail Class 158-705. Very nice. At the moment to change the desto. Oh, 998. There we go. Yeah, I'll change it to Glasgow as we get closer to Whifflet. Line on Shirton is the West Coast Main Line towards Glasgow Central through Uddingston and Cambuslang, and we go right towards Moss End. Right, on the HUD there's a speed post for 75, but I can't see one in game. It's weird. On the left is the Motherwell depot, which I think at the time was used by EWS. That's what I found through with Flickr. So you have 37s and Mach 1 coaches, 08s, more 37s. I think today it might be used by ScotRail as like an EMU depot. Not too sure. So speed limit is 25 and 158 they have a maximum speed of 90 because they are the express sprinter. Also with better acceleration. And of course those 158s have been like superseded by more modern stock, like 115s, 170s. I think that's it. So the line going left goes to Bellshill towards Glasgow Central, and to the right goes towards Holytown and Edinburgh and Carstairs through Wishaw. Now coming up on Moss End with some sheds, HJ hoppers, posties, 90s, 92s, containers. A very busy yard. Got double yellow as we're coming off the main line at Whifflet, going left towards Mount Vernon and Caramel. Yeah, if you're wondering about a GSMR, it's because this scenario is set in 2009, and GSMR wasn't fully implemented until I think it was 2013. So at this point, everybody in Scotland would have used NRN, maybe CSR. So Whifflet should be right on this corner, and I broke too early. Yeah, that was mainline. I think it came out in, I think it was 2011. Yeah, you can definitely see its age. Because it is kind of barren. Like you could have more trackside detail, you could have cable trunking, TPWS, we don't know actually, improved station models. So wee orange men on the left doing some waving. This is a Whifflet. I also need to change the desk door to Glasgow. Rival into Whifflet. So it's battling Whifflet. More orange men. Speed is going up to 40 miles an hour. Next stop is Kirkwood. So topping at Whifflet, Kirkwood, Baghetti, Baillieston, Mount Vernon, Caramel, and Glasgow Central. So yeah, all stops to Glasgow. Yeah, it's like that song, Last Train to Glasgow Central, except this is the first one. So the song doesn't really make sense. Anyway. Yeah, first train to Glasgow Central. On a clear morning. In summer. So next station should be right around the corner. Line for the right joins from Courtbridge. It's like a chord. This is Kirkwood. Okay, next stop is Baghetti in less than a mile. So yeah, the reason I came up with this scenario is because West Coast Main Line North is not used very much. Probably because of its age. And lack of super elevation as well. So I thought, the Whifflet Line has never been used. I think the last time I used the Whifflet Line was in... I think it was like a mini scenario pack I did last year. Where I drove like a 156 from Glasgow to Whifflet, calling it all stations. I think I put a typo in it that you had must. Yeah, you must do it. I think it was something to do with an ECS move at Whifflet. And now we're doing it the other way. This is Baghetti. Anyway, after death by Kudru sounds, next stop is Baillieston, in a mile. I think that Coltrane was, I think that's a Coltrane. I think it was going from Hunterston to Luganet power station. I think that would make for a very cool scenario to a Coltrane. I don't think ATS does have that. I don't think ATS has that many Coltrane runs. Maybe just passenger and ECS and more passenger. Maybe you could do like a empty core run from near Carstairs to Carlisle. That'd be cool. Arrival into Baillieston. Also, I think for those HJ hoppers, I think you should have rerun the Wagon sound pack. Departing Baillieston, next stop is Mount Vernon in 3/4 of a mile. So this route is more of a commuter route because you have stations fairly close to each other and a fairly low speed limit. I think ScotRail have a thing for like putting express units on commuter stuff. Like I think ScotRail run 170s on the Queen Street to Annesland route with very frequent stops, and 170s are not really known for the acceleration. More their braking on top speed. And then now the Whifflet line is electrified. I think trains run from Whifflet through here, through Glasgow Central low level towards Dalmuir, with I think it's 318s and 320s. This is Mount Vernon. Okay, next stop is Caramel. Yes, it's always fun to add in some extra AI, like a network test train. You can put all sorts of locals in there. You can put it on like a 20, a 31, 37, 47, 67, 66, 68. One 56 going to Whifflet to Romeo 16. If you just stop. So next stop is Glasgow Central in about 5 miles. So after here we'll join up with the West Coast Main Line from Cumberslang and go past Palmedy, join up with a bunch of other lines and then across the River Clyde into Glasgow Central. Random power station on the left, or whatever it is. Set speed limit is 55. coming up to that now. Eventually. Yeah, I think we were held at Carmel a bit longer, so we can get a better path onto the West Coast Main Line. So we should be coming up on Whifflet Line East Junction, which we are doing now. Oh yeah, the front way it will tank a bit as we get closer to Pulmoney because there are a few pinholes in there. A line from the left joins from Cambuslang and the West Coast Main Line from London. So it is quad track all the way to I think it's Eglinton Street Junction. This is Whifflet Line Central Junction. Station on the right is Whifflet Line. That goes down towards Glasgow Central low level and onto North Glasgow. Coming up shortly will be Pulmoney Depot, used by Virgin, and I think it's the Coing Sleeper as well. So I have some Pendles, Voyagers, 57s, a few Sprinters, some snowplows. So speed limit should be going down to 30 as we get closer to Glasgow. There was the warning for it. Now coming up on Lackfield Junction. So at Lackfield Junction, line to the left goes towards Shields and Paisley, and we go right towards Glasgow Central. So yeah, the lines around Glasgow Central, it is a bit of a mess, but definitely not as much as a mess as Battersea. Because Battersea, it's chaos. Obligatory verb horn. A line from the left joins from, I think it's Kilmarnock and suburban Glasgow. Well, south suburban Glasgow towards Newton and Neilston. And so on the left, joining from Shield and Paisley. Just a few sprinters stabled outside. So getting yellow and cleared into platform 7. Also, speed limit goes down to 15 as we cross over the River Clyde. I'm sure it's the River Clyde. There's a Pendo going to Houston, 1 Mike 07. What the fuck happened to my Mark IV coaches? That's 2 videos in a row where stock doesn't show properly. So this is Glasgow Central, where the video ends. So thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed this short run from Motherwell to Glasgow via Whifflet. Like the video if you're so inclined. Subscribe for more chasing content. Hopefully I'll get it working without any ghost vehicles. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next video. So arrival into Glasgow Central.